We preview the Philadelphia Eagles and tell you if they go over or under 9.5 wins on the season, and we let you know how you can take home $1,000 this NFL season. And it all starts right now. What's going on, everyone? It's Matt from Grandstand Bettors, and last year we cashed on 70% of our season win total prediction, so why not run it back in 2022? Also, we're excited to announce that our NFL betting contest is now open at grandstandbettors.com. The link is in the description. You can sign up absolutely free for your chance to take home $1,000 cash or other great prizes throughout the season. But without further ado, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smack that like button, and let's dive into the Philadelphia Eagles season preview. And the Eagles, they have a season win total of over under 9.5. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles have made some major moves in the offseason, which has put this team on everyone's radar. They've signed cornerback James Bradberry from the Giants, edge rusher Haason Reddick from the Panthers, wide receiver Zach Pascal from the Colts, A.J. Brown from the Titans, and linebacker Kazir White from the Chargers. Now, these three guys they added to their defense are all very solid players and should help them out immensely in their respective positions. Bradberry and Darius Slay, though, make up a very nice duo at cornerback and are really interchangeable when it comes to guarding the better receivers in the league. Now, with Reddick on the line, this should push linemen a little more to the outside and will free up some space in the middle of the field for big man Fletcher Cox to wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks. Zaire White's presence in the middle of the field will also help not only as a leader, but also in the red zone, where the Eagles really struggled last season. Despite ranking in the top half of the league in passing defense and rush defense, they ranked 18th in points given up per game, giving up 22.6 per game because they let teams score touchdowns 66% of the time they got into the red zone, which was fourth worst in the league. Now, the Eagles, they also added a very big body to their defensive line with the 13th overall pick, Jordan Davis, out of Georgia. This guy is 6'6", weighs 336. They also drafted his teammate in college, linebacker Dean, in the 3rd round. He's got a lot of speed for a linebacker and will most likely be brought in for those red zone defensive situations, and he can get to the perimeter and guard well, making backs break for the goal line around the edge. Now, all in all, the defense looks like it's going to be pretty solid this season on paper, but one thing they do need to fix to help their offense is force some turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. They only had 16 takeaways last season, which was tied for fifth worst in the NFL. Their offense did a good job of protecting the ball, only giving the ball up 16 times, so their team differential was 0. But if you get a little bit higher in the positive numbers, like the Colts, Bucks, and Packers, who all had plus 10, they could go a long way, or that could go a long way, to really affect the outcome of some of these games that the Eagles are losing by a close score. Now, the Eagles' offense, they also look pretty dangerous on paper. Last season, their offense was very good at running the ball and very bad at passing. They were first in the NFL with 159 rushing yards per game and 25th in the league with only 200 passing yards per game. Now, Jalen Hurts has done a good job at extending plays with his legs, but that did not get him very far in that wild card game against the Bucks. They need to develop a better passing game for this offense to get to the next level, and bringing in wide receivers A.J. Brown and Zach Pascal were two huge additions and steps in the right direction. But just like the Dolphins, everything lies in the hands of the quarterback. Now, Hurts had good numbers last season, but they were not great. He only completed 61% of his passes. He had 16 touchdowns and 9 interceptions and only threw for 3,100 yards. Eagles fans definitely love this guy, but this is a make-or-break year for him, especially if he wants to convince the front office that he is indeed the franchise quarterback of the Eagles moving forward. Now, if things don't go as well as everyone is expecting, he might be on the trading block next year, and the Eagles might be eyeing up a trade to move up and draft a guy like Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud. Now, the Eagles, they finished last season surprisingly 9-8, And after starting off the season 3-6, they did play a cupcake schedule really for the rest of the season. They finished 6-2, only playing one team that made the playoffs, which they actually lost to the Cowboys 51-26. Statistically, they had the easiest schedule in the NFL last season, and they did a good job of taking advantage of that as it got them into the playoffs. However, in the playoff game, they showed their true colors as Tom Brady and the Bucs had no problem shutting down that offense and putting up 31 points against them. Now, we see them having a very similar year to last season. Hurts is still developing as a quarterback in the league, and with their over-under getting bumped up to 9.5, this is probably going to be a very close one. But we are going to take the under 9 wins again this season, or under the 9.5 wins again this season. We just don't think they've made that much stride, and we just can't put as much stock as we'd like to in Jalen Hurts. Now, our NFC East previews finish with the Commanders, and then we start diving into the NFC South. But in the meantime, don't forget to sign up for our 2022 NFL betting contest at grandstandbettors.com. We're giving away great quarterly prizes again this season, and the winner will take home $1,000 of cold hard cash. As always, though, sit back, relax. If you're an Eagles fan, honestly, we love Hurts, but it's time to either put up or shut up.